to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He'll keep it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabs it in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Finds space on the right. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Looking for a man. It's Ogden. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. It's caught downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Ogden. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Ogden. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He leaves it with his back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long.
3rd down coming.
Looking to throw, it's Ogden. Got his man. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Jayhawks are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down coming up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hendricks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Quick strike complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Game set. Offense facing 4th down.
The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt.
To kick it away.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finds a little space. Nice move there. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lays out and makes a sweet grab along the left sideline.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Works the middle of the field. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Jaguars will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Going to the run to start this second half. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Got a man. It's Hendricks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And to throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Quick release on the RPO.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Jaguars want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Ogden. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Got his man downfield. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it out quickly. And the Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Second down coming up.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Leaves it with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Using his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the Jaguars will send out the punt unit. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Off the RPO, complete. Bust through behind his pad. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They think there's room to run to the right here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. It's complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The AT unit on the field. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 31 over Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Back to throw. It's Ogden. Get it out on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Safe little shovel pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Creates a little space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
South Alabama, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Kansas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
40, South Alabama, 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. The give to the tailback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
By the tight end.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down.
2nd down.
Give to the back. Inside the 35. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Ogden. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Spins away from the defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air. It's Ogden. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.